Hello, and welcome to the Exalted Empress Tarot. Let's get lucky, you guys. We have 4 cards that represent luck, serendipity, wisteria, Jupiter, Shiala. Pick the one that resonates with you the most, and I will see you in your reading. Bye. Hello, group number 1. Your oracle card is serendipity, okay? You're going to get another oracle card with this reading. So don't worry, you didn't see the one or the only one that you are going to get. And I will read about this luck that is coming in for you. I had the idea, ooh, sun upright. I had the idea for this reading because for those of you who may not know, March is the month where St. Patty's Day is. So it's a very lucky time, and I just wanted to see what is coming in for us, what positive situations we did not see coming. Okay, so that should be your whole reading. That should be 100% of your reading. Let's see. Oh, that's way more than I was planning. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the page, see how many there is room for. The Emperor, the Knight of Wands. Wow, these are some really powerful cards that are coming through. 8 of Swords. Do we have room for everything? My microphone there. Queen of Cups. Ooh, and 6 of Pentacles. So we have 2 other... Okay, 2 other cards. I'm going to keep these 2 right over here, and I will get to those at the end, and then your final oracle card. But let's read for serendipity first. That is number 18. So, opportunity allied with readiness. I love that for you, okay? Because that means that you are already preparing in the background. The awareness of synchronicity, luck, and good fortune appearing as signs and symbols, a magical alignment of events. So again, yes, you have been doing things in the background to put you in a favorable spot. So when opportunity comes, you are already ready. You've stepped into the alignment with the greater good, where your dreams and the collective dream resonate in exquisite harmony. Ooh, now is the time for luck and preparation to meet and create miracles that you can never have planned all by yourself. Keep in mind that you are a channel for providence right now, as a higher energy uses you as a force on behalf of the whole world. Your fortune becomes everyone's fortune. Everything you bring into being now will leave a wondrous legacy for others in the future. Your service to the world is being supported at this time. Expect the unexpected and smile, for Spirit loves you so very much. So whatever is going on with you, whatever opportunity is coming in, it's not just going to help you. It's actually going to affect the entire community that is around you. Anything that positive that is with you at this time will be affected in a good way. So this is awesome, you guys. Justice. There is something that maybe you've been working to fix. You've been putting energy into making right. And right now, you feeling like maybe stagnated, like it's not really happening, like you're putting all this effort in and you haven't been able to write this change, know that justice is coming in. Things will be corrected. At the Page of Cups, it hasn't quite happened just yet. It may not immediately come in, or it may not be obvious how things come in. You may have tried to be creative and put new ideas into this effort, but it just doesn't seem like it's working until it does. With the Sun card, the Sun is all about happiness, that's really all it is. It's happy 100%. And the thing is, I did pull for this pile before, and I got the Sun already once, and so for it to come out again, you're really going to be pleasantly surprised. Minimum, it's probably going to be more than just a pleasant surprise when this comes in. With the Star too, it's going to start a healing journey for you. You're going to be so excited that this came in when it did. It's going to feel like nothing is really moving, and then all of a sudden, boom, you get the good news, and you're like, wow, the healing can finally start. The Page of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like there may be like a new money plan. Like this may have to do with like a hobby or a second form of income that you were expecting to take off, and at first it does not. So you're like, ugh, like it isn't really working out. That you maybe like don't have something about that part in particular, it's not going the way you wanted to. But again, then you have the Emperor energy. Someone is going to come in and help you, and it's going to be unexpected. It is going to be someone who comes in and helps just seemingly out of the blue, and that's going to be the justice. That's going to be the thing that rights the wrong. I think there's going to be someone who ends up with a bird eye view of the situation that you're in, where things aren't working out correctly, and they're going to come and they're going to be like, this is not fair. This shouldn't be happening this way for whatever reason. So I don't know if there's someone who's getting in your way in some way, taking your ideas, not letting your ideas be heard, just making you less viewable. Whatever they're doing in order to try to block you, it's not going to work for them, because this person's seeing it and they're like, I'm not going to deal with this. I'm not going to allow this other person to get into the way of collective prosperity. With the Knight of Wands in reverse, I see that the passion for this project, it may not be there. It may be that you originally were going towards this project because you needed to, or because you wanted that help for it to work. For example, if it's a second form of income, you wanted the second form of income, so you would hoping it work. Or maybe you were trying to help a friend out, you were trying to help family members out, and so you really wanted it to work, but the passion wasn't there. And or maybe you had a lot of passion for this project at first, but then when you saw it wasn't working, the passion sort of died. With the Emperor, I'm seeing that this person helps reignite. It keeps your passion. That's going to show you like, hey, actually what you're doing is working. You are getting momentum. You are getting traction. Don't let anyone kill that for you. With the Eight of Swords, I do feel like there was trapped energy. And also with the Queen of Cups in reverse, there's a lot of right here not knowing how to feel. I think it's going to catch you off surprise so much after you've been working so hard and not seeing like the necessary traction, that when it actually starts to work and you're like, oh my God, that's so exciting. And then you're like, oh my gosh, but like nothing was happening for so long. Like you may try to logic it out in the background, like, well, maybe this worked, or maybe this is what made it helpful, or maybe this did. Don't worry about the logistics. Trust that spirit and luck is coming in for you. You don't need to know every little thing that happened that helped you in the long run. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. I see that when this is about community, not just you, but helping others. When it starts to help you and you start getting luck and everything else coming in, you're going to feel very charitable. You're going to share those blessings that come in for you. So you really, truly are going to uplift other people. You also have the Nine of Swords. And you have the Fool in reverse. I think it may be such a big change that a little bit of it is going to scare you. You're going to be like, this is like such a new thing. This is such a different beginning. Like, what do I do? Do not let that stall you, that change, the change of itself. We don't think that'll happen. We don't think that, oh, we have this big change and that's going to stop us. It's like, I think when we think of our goals, we think of like big things happening. We're just like, are you kidding me? When things happen the way I want them to, when I get what I was looking for, that's way too many cards. So we're gonna keep shuffling. When I get what I've been looking for, when things come to fruition, I'm just gonna be so excited and happy. But sometimes when things fall in your lap, finally, like you've not fallen in your lap, like they came without the effort and work that you put in, but when you put all that work and you see nothing, and then out of nowhere, there's, again, like Spirit wants you to have 12 cards. One, Spirit. When things come in, it can be scary, because now you have to do things differently. Wow, okay, Unfinished Symphony, you are not done. You are not done with whatever it is you are working on. Even if it feels like it is over, we're going to keep going. Okay, unfinished business, an incomplete lesson, lack of closure, and the need to make amends. This is a time to tie up loose ends as you need the completion of a cycle or project and mastery of a lesson or skill. Before you can move forward, it's important that you come to terms with where you are now. practice radical acceptance. Take inventory so that the emotional and physiological closure can occur and the answers you seek will be found. You can't move forward if you are leaving things unfinished. Reflect on the past so the sifting can finally end on a high note. There you go. So whatever happened in the past, whatever was not fair, I think you're going to have that kind of in the back of your mind of, oh my gosh, but what about this? What about that? Like, this person didn't get this, and how come they still have that? And how did this even happen? And this, don't think about the mechanics of it. Don't worry about it. Do not let that drag behind you. Let other people get their karma. You're getting yours. Okay, with all this positivity, with all this luck, and you can move forward in the best way. Heal, collect your luck, collect the good fortune. You'll have let me know down below what your project is, what it is you're working on that you're hoping will receive all this luck in March or whenever you watch this video. But let that grow fully and don't let any negative thoughts hold it back. If that resonated, like and subscribe below. I'd love to see you in the Empress's Court, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, group number 2. Okay, so we have wisteria for you, which is a plant that is considered lucky in multiple traditions. We will read for it, but first, let's get out some of your tarot cards. Okay, that was fast. We have 4 of Pentacles. Whoop. Okay, this is going a little at an angle, and we have Queen of Cups in reverse. Woo. So I'm just really excited to do this reading. It's just so positive. And I love that. I mean, I would like to think a lot. Most of my readings are positive, but I'm just really excited to do this one because I don't know, it just came to me randomly, and I was like, that just would be so much fun to just see what good stuff is coming in for us instead of kind of having it as an open-ended question. But you never know. You can't control tarot, right? Oof. Okay, we got a lot of cards. Let's see if we have our whole... Oh, I hate when I get, like, to the side card. It's like, do I read this as even keel? I have done that before. I've gotten cards that are just directly across. We have the Tower. Let's see, and the 2 of Swords right here. Okay, and so we can come back. We have 2 of Cups. We have the Devil in reverse. Okay, I'll scoot these. I want to make sure we have room so you can see all of your cards. And that was apparently not your whole reading. You still have cards left. Okay, that's good. When they all come out at once like that, sometimes I'm like, do I take every single one of those? It's so many. It looks like we have 3 spaces left. So let's get, oh, there's 1. 6 of Wands in reverse. Ooh, see, okay. This is a, things are not always as they appear type reading. You just wait. Okay, Spirit, I want those 2 more cards. I knew it. King of Pentacles in reverse. 1 more. 1 more for you guys. Doo-doo-doo. Ooh, okay, I've been getting the King of Swords a lot recently in both my readings here on the channel and also some personal readings. So there's a lot of truth coming out in these streets. It's happening a lot. I don't know what happened last year. I don't know what's going on, but it just seems like it keeps coming up. So Wisteria, this is your oracle card. Luck, new beginnings, hope, and love. Drooping foliage is typically a symbolic of loss. However, long lives of wisteria plants give it a new meaning of hope and luck. In Japan and China, they are symbolic of love and new beginnings. The flowers are a popular good luck charm to give at weddings and baby showers or when someone is starting a new business. However, the wisteria is also a voracious, fast-growing vine, serving as a reminder to not let love consume you. Okay, well, let's move forward. This may be harshly a love reading. We'll see. Take it as it resonates and leave whatever does not. I will say I don't see a strong amount of love cards here. I see maybe the Two of Cups, but really not so much. So if it reflects on you that way, then sure. But if otherwise, I'm not seeing a lot of love cards here. So we have the Four of Pentacles. So I'm seeing that you're holding on really tightly to your money right now. You're keeping it close to you. And I mean, honestly, what I'm seeing with a lot of these cards is the thought that things are not going in the direction that you want them to in a certain area of your life. You are just so unaware of what is going to come in for you. It's something that you have felt like has not gone in the correct direction for you for a while. You're the Queen of Cups in reverse. You don't feel connected to your feelings, and you're doing a lot of introspection right now on what can be better and what can be moved in the correct direction. You really want things to move well for you in this area, and there may be a feeling is like I've been trying. I've really been thinking about what I could do better. I feel like I'm doing the right things. It just isn't going the way that you want to. Maybe it is romance. Maybe it is with relationships. If it's not, again, I'm not seeing specific romance in this area. It could be a project at work. It could be something with friends and family. It could just be a personal hobby or project, but it's just not going the way that you want to. And with the Four of Cups, I see there may be some options coming in, some things coming by, but they never quite seem to be like what you're looking for, especially with this plant that's growing in this cup over here in the background. I feel like there may be progress that you've seen, especially with these plants over here, but you're just kind of like lackluster about it. I'm seeing with the Tower, this is usually, people don't really like this card because it's an unforeseen change that happens and kind of turns things around. I feel like whatever this is that you've been working on, there's going to be, if there has not already been, a huge kind of redirection, okay? These are going to change really quickly, and it's going to see with the Two of Swords, like it's out of your control. You don't have a choice in the matter. Now, I know this is kind of heavy reading. Don't worry. This is what Spirit is doing for you. Spirit is always working in favor for you. And it just seems like you're not really holding on too tightly to whatever connection or whatever direction was going before. It's just you didn't know what to do next, and so Spirit is going to go ahead and put things in the correct direction. With the Two of Cups, I see someone coming in a really great partnership unexpectedly. So you're going to be going through these steps. You're going to be like, I don't know what to do next. I'm holding on to my money. I'm not really taking options in right now. Opportunities may be coming towards me, but they're just not very exciting. And then you're going to have this redirection, and someone is going to come in, someone's going to hear a play, and they're like, hey, let's work together on this. So again, if this is a love reading, this will be a partnership that comes out of nowhere. Maybe a social group falls apart. Maybe there's some gossip or something that happened in the background and you stop hanging out with that group, or you feel like you need to separate from that group, and the very next thing you go to, the very next time you go out on your own, you meet someone and you're like, holy shit, like this person's great. It could be other things, but it's going to be unexpected. With the Devil in reverse, I'm seeing that there's something that you're really connected to, and a lot of times with this card in particular, it's usually about addictions, bad habits, and things like that. But in reverse, and in this particular reading, what I'm seeing more likely what's happening is that there's something that other people were really thinking you needed to stop doing. So I think whatever you were working towards, people thought you were focusing too much on it, that you were too focused, that you were obsessed with it, that you needed to let it go. And then you get this partnership. So you are not letting it go. Now, I'm seeing that it may not mean that you have an immediate victory, but you're going to have this huge shift forward in your goals, whatever it is. So you're going to feel, even though you may not have the victory, the thing that you were looking for, things will move forward very you'll have a huge leap forward. Like if you've ever seen that graph of success where it's like people think success looks like this and it's like a straight line forward, what success actually looks like, and it's just like a line and then like all this nonsense in the middle that like what the F is that really, and then boop at the end it just goes up a little bit. That's what I feel like is happening here. You're just going to be so much at a standstill or feeling that way. And someone's going to be coming and be like, hey, let's help. And it's going to jump you forward a lot. But then you may expect a victory. Don't immediately expect a victory or you to meet your goal. It may flatline a little bit, especially with the King of Pentacles. Money is not immediately going to come in if that's part of this, or if there's some other stability in your home life, it's not immediately going to come in. There also may be somebody else who's acting as a leader in your life or in the situation that you're hoping will kind of get their stuff together. Don't expect that necessarily. Your victory and your luck is not going to come from this individual. It's actually going to come from you and this new partner that comes in that you most likely have not met yet, or you have not interacted with yet about this in particular. So whatever expectations you have, I would really back off of them. Don't worry about expectations, because the more expectations you have of how things will turn out, the more likely there will be disappointment, and you may be clouded from the real options that come in. Now, what's interesting about ending your last tarot card being this King of Swords is that there's a big truth coming in that may really rock the whole situation. You know, you're going to get this shift. It's going to seem like a jump forward out of nowhere, and then there may be silence for a while. And I'm seeing this kind of last minute 180, this last minute correction, as it were, with someone who sees what's going on, or with just a fact that could not be ignored. I'm actually, you know what? I've never gotten that. I've never said that with this card before in any of the decks, but I'm feeling it so strongly for you. A fact that could not be ignored. There may be something about this product, something about you wanting to move forward that you're doing that could not, people can try and deny it, but after a certain point, it's just like, what are you doing? Everyone sees it's true. For example, let's say it's a work thing and you are the person who's in charge of blank thing with work. People can try to say, well, that doesn't mean she has power. That doesn't mean she's in charge. That doesn't mean da 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 da. But at the end of the day, if you don't do it, no one else is going to do it. No one has, like, that's your thing to do. You're the person who has that expertise in it. So after a certain time down the road, when you bring it up, like, no one can deny that. And that's what you need for, like, a promotion, to get another project. If they're looking for someone to be in charge of something else, and then you're the only one who even works with that or is familiar with it, who else are they going to ask? It doesn't make sense for them to ask anybody else but you. I feel like there's some big picture element, some truth, some facts, something that's inconvenient for other people, that when you come together with this person and you start moving forward for a certain amount of time, by the end of March, someone's either going to come in individually and say it out loud, or it's just going to become extremely apparent to collective. It may seem like attitude change overnight, where they're like, oh my God, like, we've been trying to ask this person's not as effective or isn't the influence that they are. There's no denying it now. So that's going to come in. That's what's going to be the game changer. So you're going to have two big shifts. You're going to have this shift when someone comes in to help you and to be like a team player with you. And then you're going to have a shift when people realize this fact that cannot be denied about what you're working on. So don't think that because you're not having drama or new things come in every day with the stuff that you're working on, that like, oh, nothing's happening, nothing exciting is happening. Things can still be happening. And then we have Datura as your final oracle card. So let's go ahead and look at the meaning for that. Just give me 1 second, because I love this deck. I think it's absolutely beautiful and I love the meanings, but it's not in alphabetical order where the cards are. Okay, so we have intoxication, sleep, hex breaking, and flight. Hex breaking. That's what intoxication and hex breaking is what really stands out for me. Part of the nightshade family, the night blooming datura is a poisonous plant with many interesting magical properties. Ingesting any part of the plant can induce visions, and many shamanistic cultures and witches use it for astral travel, hex breaking, or communing with spirits. However, it is a highly poisonous plant, so ingesting too much can lead to literal death. Okay, so this is about overindulgence, okay? So don't get too caught up in your head about this thing that right now you don't know where the success is going to come from. Don't overindulge in thinking and conspiring and theorizing, or like, oh, what's going to happen next? I don't know. You're not going to know. You're not going to know. It's going to be a surprise. So just sit patiently with it, as patiently as you can. I know it's so hard. It is so hard. But when it comes in, it's going to be so great. So I hope that resonates. If so, like and subscribe below. I'd love to see you in the Empress's Core, either here on YouTube or over on TikTok, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, group number 3. We have Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet that rules luck. It also rules over Sagittarius, my sign. So hello, any Sagittarians that may have been called to this deck. We are one and the same. It may be my favorite pile. I'm so biased. Every single time something is Sagittarian, I have to point it out. I'm like, did you know this is about Sagittarius? Here we go. We have the 6 of Cups in reverse. Okay. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles upright. You know, not a Sagittarian card, but I feel like every single time, it's actually Queen of Pentacles is more of an Aquarius card, but every single time I get Queen of Wands, or sorry, every time I get something that has to do with Sagittarius, I feel like I also get the Queen of Pentacles. All the time. It must be cosmic bestie energy or something. Like, I don't know. It just happens so frequently. Let's get one more card for that row. And just so you know, you will be getting another oracle card from that same deck. So that's not your one oracle card, but you already know what it is. I'm going to go ahead and bring one back at the end of the reading. So you just wait. Ooh, okay. So we have 2 of Swords. And 4 of Wands. Sometimes it's so hard to get all these cards on camera. Hopefully there are no readings out there where like corners of things are just cut off. It's let me tell you something. It is an ordeal every time to get things exactly perfect. It's how I want it for you guys. So 2 of Pentacles, a lot of 2s, a lot of deciding. Page of Cups in reverse. A 9 of Cups in reverse. I almost want to end there. Since I love, you see how we have these images twice? So you may be looking for your person at this time. That this wasn't supposed to be a love reading, but for this group in particular, take it as it resonates. There may be more of a romance vibe, so there may be someone coming in with love, a last card. Or Spirit may say that you have enough. Let's see, Page of Wands. Whoa! Sorry, there's like 3 cards now, of course. But yeah, I'm just going to take that top one, Page of Wands. Okay, so let's go ahead and read for Jupiter. And it may take a little bit for me to get to that page. So my apologies. There we go. Jupiter, you guys. Optimism, expansion, and bounty. So, Jupiter is the planet that expands our awareness, guides the way in which we open our minds, grow our lives, and develop higher perspectives in this lifetime. He's the guardian of our abstract minds, human spirit philosophies, and bestows upon us a yearning for greater attainment of intellectual and spiritual ideas. He effortlessly assists us in weaving together our sense of universal meaning and truth. Jupiter is a benevolent planet that drives us, the collective consciousness, to expand and flourish in positive ways. The largest planet in our solar system, known as the Great Benefact, whose influence are the most positive among all planets. Jupiter lords over our sense of optimism, luck, and type of opportunities that come our way. Astronomically speaking, Earth is extremely lucky because we're spared by many asteroids and meteors due to the pull of Jupiter's enormous gravitational field. Keep an eye out for any cards that are paired with or surrounded by this card spread. It will represent something considered favorably by the gods. Okay. So yeah, you are very much protected. And so is your, again, love life, if that's what you're looking for at this time. Um, ooh, there we go. Let's turn this a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I'm seeing that with the Six of Cups in reverse. There's something in your past, it may be a past relationship, and yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and read this as if it's a love reading. There may be a past relationship that you're looking back on, and you're like, that's not what I want to do next time. Okay? You're like, I really want to be in love again. I really want to be in a new relationship, but I don't want what I had that other time. That was just a whole waste. Or there's just big parts of it that you're looking at now like, yeah, that's not what I want to redo. I'm not trying to have another version of that. With the Queen of Pentacles, I see that you're being very, very, very responsible with what is coming in. I think you have a lot going for you. And you're not trying to mess it up. I think you've built up everything you needed to after your last relationship. And so anything coming in and messing that up is not what you're looking for. I think that's so important, such a great way to look at things too. Something that really bothers me is when I have all of my stuff together and I'm single and then someone comes in and they're like, why aren't you in a relationship? And they're like very persistent about it as if you need to have one, like it's mandatory. And it's like, but I have all my stuff together and I'm fine. Like, why do I need to date somebody? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Obviously, that's pretty normal to want to be in a relationship. But when people are pushy about it and it's like, it's not your life and I have all my stuff together, with this Star, we have a healing. Star is such a calm card. It's so calm and peaceful. And again, it goes along with the same message that I was talking about before. You have all of your stuff together. Things are going well. You're healing. Everything's moving in a positive direction. So anyone's opinion about like who you should bring in when and how fast you should be whatever and how hard you should be looking for the perfect, just toss that out the window. Just toss it out. You do things at your pace. If you want to look for someone and you're really looking and you're putting a lot of effort in, great. That's awesome. As long as that comes from you and not pressure from other people and noise. Because let's be real, if you're pushing that hard to get something that you only sort of want, everyone's going to seem like the wrong person anyway, right? You're going to find something wrong with everybody. It's like, oh, I didn't really like his mustache, you know? It's going to get this energy of just like everything is wrong with this person who's like totally fine because you're not really looking. And then you waste other people's time. So just make sure whatever you're doing one way or the other is about you. The World in reverse. I feel like you could have everything you want that you're looking for, but with the Two of Swords, again, it needs to be on your time. I think you have everything really stable on your end, and I think anyone looking on what they don't understand is that the person who comes in needs to really bring their A game and add, because you're at the point where like if someone comes in and they're at your level, truly your abundance will just multiply exponentially, just go out of this world, and you know that, you're aware of it, you know that you can bring in that abundance and manifest everything. So you don't want to come in and bring a fixer-upper. You don't want to come in and someone who's on their C game when you're on your A++ game. You want someone on their A++ game too. And so people are going to really try to push you and be like, oh, well, what about this? What about that? What about, have you thought, no, 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 and you have to be really solid and be like, I don't think so. I know what's best for me. With the Two of Swords, you're really going to have to make a choice. With how I think, you know, how open you want to be with where you're at right now. Because I think when you talk to people about anything, if you say that you're looking and they're like, well, you're not on every single app imaginable, or, you know, whatever, people are really going to want to put their 2 cents in at this time. I think sometimes when people really have their stuff together, that's when everyone wants to give them advice, because they want to be like, yeah, look at this person who has their shit together, but they still needed me. They got advice from me. I'm actually the reason why they have their shit together. Like, people can't just like let things be as they are. So it may be a thing where you want to keep your cards close to you at this time, just to clear any noise that tries to come in. And that's why she has that blindfold on, right? That's so she can not be distracted by everything else that's going on and make a decision that's truly for her. At the Four of Wands, we have stability. So I see this person coming in very silently, very quietly, just like you're not really thinking about it. And this person comes in, just sneaks in. Like, through your social circle or through like a friend, a family member. It's going to be someone maybe that's like on the outskirts of your knowledge where like you're aware this person exists, but you haven't really been close. I really feel like someone's going to come in, you have things that are more stable and not necessarily consciously because of that, but on a spiritual level because of that, and all the noise is cleared away, you're single, you have your stuff together, all of a sudden this relationship is allowed to blossom. So pay attention to relationships that start to grow organically and naturally around you. That may be your person, or it may definitely lead you to your person, but I feel like it's going to be this very quiet, slow, like in the background, like, oh my goodness, like, where did this person come from? The Two of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like a lot is going to be going on, and you may feel out of balance. You may start getting a little frustrated, or there may be some kind of balancing act issues where some things get dropped. Don't let that discourage you. We all have our bad days. And when you're bringing someone new into your life and trying to figure out how that works out, like there may be some mess ups. I think that really at the end of the day, anything that goes not the way you expected is going to be small. Don't let it bother you too much. With the Page of Cups in reverse, I think there may be a stall of things for a time. I think there may be, I am so sorry. Let me pause. Okay, I am back. So sorry about that. With the Page of Cups in reverse, I'm seeing that, yeah, some new things that are coming in for you, or things that you would hope would come in for you. Like, don't let those things kind of bring you down. I feel like when you're bringing someone new, when you're bringing in something new to the situation, things can get a little hairy, things can get a little iffy, because you have to find that new spot for them in your life. That is not a negative. That is just part of the process. And what I love about this is that you have the Nine of Cups over here. That is a wish fulfilled. That is things coming out exactly how you hope they would, maybe even better, especially with all these plants and flowers growing. Things are going to become so amazing for you. I'm so happy for you. Group number 3. So you have the Four of Wands, where this person's coming in quietly and things are building and building and building, and then you have the Nine of Cups energy over here. So this little bit in the middle where things are kind of off and you're not sure, do not worry about them. They are not what's going to cause a make or break situation at the end of the day. You have everything you need going forward. And I see a very healthy relationship unfolding for you. And then we have the Page of Wands. What I think is really interesting about that card, and the vibe I'm getting from that card, is like a building of something new together outside of yourselves. Now, I'm not trying to get too crazy with this. I'm not immediately saying like family, but I feel like the two of you together have this kind of world, or have this kind of interaction, playfulness, community that you wouldn't have had otherwise. I think you're going to see, in ways that you weren't expecting, things really shape together in a way that's just completely unexpected. Ooh, let's see what this card is. We have Mercury. Ooh, okay, so Mercury is all about passion. It's about passion and love. You guys are not going to be able to take your hands off of each other. That's so interesting that you got 2 planet cards, because this is actually, it's very astrologically influenced, this deck, but it's not just planets, I promise you. It's not just planets. So for you to get 2 planet cards, that I think means a lot. You are very much with the stars at this time. A lot of passion, a lot of love between you guys. You're not going to be able to keep your hands off each other. This is going to be a truly good match. It's going to be very passionate straight from the start, and you're really going to feel like this may be the one that's coming in. So they can't be true for everyone who watches this, but this is going to be a very, very strong rooted relationship, and it's going to be what you were looking for, that you were like, oof, I don't want to rush into anything. Good. That waiting is really going to play out in a positive way. So I hope that resonated. If so, like and subscribe below. I'd love to see you in the Empress's Court, either here on YouTube or over on TikTok, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, and welcome to the Exalted Empress Tarot, and you are Shiala, creativity, originality, and spontaneity. So you are group number 4. Unless you're not, pick another group. This is group number 4. making sure you're in the right place, or maybe you get called into multiple piles today. Either way, it is correct. This is meant for you. I'm so happy to be doing this reading today. I thought, what luck is coming in? We're not dealing with any negative. We're not dealing with any negativity in today's reading. We are just doing the positive. So we have Five of Wands in reverse is our first card. Let's see what we can get through. Oh, I was going to say, so funny that Spirit is being a little stingy. Absolutely not. And Two of Pentacles in reverse, and we have Four of Wands. Let's move things down a little bit. Or we can even do, let's do this for you. So move this back so we can have more room for your reading. We're also going to do another oracle card for you after the end. So don't worry about already knowing one of your oracle cards. Queen of Wands. Oh my god, I love this energy for you. Queen of Wands is one of my favorite cards in the deck. And actually, originally, I wanted to have Queen of Wands be part of my name. But someone had the name I was thinking of. So I couldn't do that one. King of Swords is the Queen of Wands. Ugh. You have no idea. I'm going to tell you, but you have no idea how much I love that for you. The Sun in reverse. Oh no. Do we have enough room to fit all the cards in your reading? Let's see. Ooh, okay, so this one tried to come up. I hit it. Devil in reverse. So I love that you're getting all the signs that you should get, or the cards you should get in reverse. You're getting them in the reverse position. Let's see what else I get for you. I will say, if you have come in here to kind of take your mind off of something that has been going on, that was a good move. I'll tell you why in a little bit. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, we actually have a little bonus card here. We have the Nine of Swords, and we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. I love that for you. And I know this one's a little off stage. Sorry, the crystal may have to go. Oh, no, we just got it in there. And then our last one here, Seven of Swords in reverse. Whew, this is such a good card. Okay, 1 second. Ooh, I don't know where to put it. Okay, we're gonna put it there. It's gonna be a little bonus card. So let's start off with your She Who Creates oracle card over here. Okay. So if we go over to She Who Creates. Okay, so you're not going to see the first part of what the card said, but it says over here, this card is a call to be original and a reminder that following others and doing what others think you should do is simply not for you. You are being challenged to do something beyond the ordinary. Examine your world. Look for your own salamander and dragonfly guides to hint at where you need to be. Okay, so that's going to be signs, salamanders and dragonflies in March. The energy here is movement and change, but in original ways. Don't create another painting of a rose. Paint the thorns instead. Stretch your mind. Creativity isn't only paintbrush and canvas. It's cooking, crafting, writing, singing, and even teaching. Where will your originality shine? I love that for you. Okay, group number 4 is saying be yourself. Don't be afraid to be dancing to the beat of your own drum. And I'm going to tell you why, and this is why I'm just so excited for this reading. The Five of Wands in reverse is that there's been a lot of bickering going on around you, and it's going to end. Okay, the luck that's coming in for you is a resolution of some pretty active gossip that's been around you, and it's going to end in the best way. We also have the Two of Pentacles. If you've been feeling like things have been a little bit out of balance for you, don't worry. Even things that you may have dropped per se, or things that haven't gone the way that you expected, it's not going to have a huge impact on you at all. The Four of Swords, I'm saying that you're going to be able to rest. I think it's really going to be a very sudden stop for you when it comes to the drama that's going on. You're going to be doing your own thing, doing your own thing, doing your own thing, and suddenly it's going to be like everything all at once just decides to like leave you alone. And you're like, thank God. Thank God. Enjoy it. Enjoy that rest that Spirit is bringing in for you. And what I'm really excited about are these two court cards that we have right here. So the Queen of Wands is about bad bee energy, okay? A woman and her cat, her passion, and her companion, okay? You have everything going on that you could possibly going on, and you know it. Don't be afraid to tell people about what you have going on. Don't be afraid to be moving forward and to be an example of what it's like when things go the correct way. Do not let other people stop you. Tell people what's going on. The people who are meant to be around you will come up and rise to the occasion. What's really exciting about it is that you're going to come back from rest and you're going to be like, oh gosh, I don't know what I'm going to do. I stalled out on what I was doing. Like, I'm going to have to make up for that progress in that time. And instead, you may have someone come in who is your leader. I've been having a lot of the King of Swords recently. I feel like you're going to have a companion, and it may be a divine companion, it may be in a relationship, who's going to come in and like just completely match you. This person is going to hear what you have to say, and instead of being intimidated or jealous, like a lot of other people that you, when you bring up, that's the reaction you get, this person will be like, oh, I totally got you. They're going to recognize that you are a real one, and they're going to be like, these are the projects I have going on. This is what I have going on for myself. And next thing you know, you're going to be, boom, coming together and being that power couple. So not butting heads. Coming together as like a power couple. Even if it's platonic, it'll just be a great team. But I'm also getting a really strong feelings, I don't usually get this, of companion energy, of like boss couple, really like, I mean, court. King and queen of what you have going on. You're going to be the people that people are like, how do they do all of that? You're really, it's going to be impressive. It's going to be impressive. And it's not because you're trying to be impressive. It's not because you're trying to this, that, and the other thing. It's just going to be other people are going to see what you have going on. And they're like, wow, like, I wish I was doing all that. With the sun, I also see that it's like a slow burn energy. So when I say slow burn, I mean you're going to be so happy. The sun is the happiest card in the deck. It cannot be negative. So in reverse, it just means that a lot of contentness and it's the building up of happiness over time. So you may not immediately feel like, oh my God, this is great and everything, but you're just going to feel like that every day gets a little bit better, a little bit better, and a little bit better. The devil in reverse. I'm seeing that there may be some vices and some things that you don't necessarily let go of. Watch out for that. Do not let that put you off your course, okay? I get the feeling that this may even be work hard, play hard energy. So you may reward yourself once you realize things are going so much in your favor, and that's totally fine. Just don't, play too hard in comparison to your work. With the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, there may be whatever you're doing, it may be very fortuitous in the future, but right now you're not going to see too much money coming in if that's what you're looking for. If your project is supposed to be side hobbies and things that can actually bring you money and be like a second source of income, you're not going to see it right now. But don't let that discourage you. Sometimes it takes a long time of really sowing the seeds before you see the fruits of your labor. With the Nine of Swords, I am seeing in reverse, I'm seeing that you're kind of cultivating that positive thought process on your own, which I love for you. Whatever negative feelings and thoughts you may have had, once you get into this mode of boss bitch energy and you have this person rooting for you, it's really going to be hard for you to have negative thoughts. You're going to realize, I am doing the right thing. There are other people like me. There are other things that are going well. So really lean into that, okay? And the Seven of Cups in reverse. A lot of people can sometimes see the Seven of Cups as a negative. I love the Seven of Cups card because it's about having a lot of options, having a lot of things going on, and you having the choice between what you want. The only thing that the Seven of Cups warrants when it's upright is that you don't get analysis paralysis, or that you may have difficulty deciding which choice is actually the best one. Either because there's a lot of negative, bad choices, or because you're just not sure what is the best for you. In reverse, I'm seeing that you may let that analysis paralysis get ahead of you. You may not choose the correct thing, or you may not lean into this energy with the King of Swords that is coming in. Be careful of that. Don't think I can just do it on my own. Not that you can't do things on your own, but don't be so, don't lean away from good things that are coming in just because you can do it on your own, or because you aren't easily able to immediately make a decision. And then we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. So I'm seeing that there may be some sneaky energy around you, and what's so funny is it's going to fail before you even hear about it. You're going to hear about it way after the fact. You may even hear about it after March, that someone was trying to be sneaky, that someone was trying to pull the wool over your eyes with the Seven of Swords in reverse, and it didn't work. These are the kind of things I absolutely love, when someone tries to mess with your stuff and they're so inept they can't even do that. I've I've had that happen to me. I'll give you a little anecdote. I had someone who couldn't mind their business, and I'm pretty sure was trying to mess with my channel, and I found out through the analytics there was something that indicated that it could only be, because my channel is so small right now, it could only be someone who fit a very specific demographic. It was so specific. And I was like, what's going on? Why is my stuff so skewed? And it did skew my data for about 2 months. And then I guess they got bored of watching and commenting and leaving negative shit on my channel and stopped. And as soon as they left, I knew about it because all of a sudden my analytics got a lot better. And it's like, yeah, unless you plan on watching my stuff forever in hours at a time, you're not going to be able to keep me from doing a good job. So I feel like the same similar energy to you, even obviously if you don't have a channel. They're going to try to do something to mess with you, and it's just going to completely fail. And you'll find out about it later and be like, well, big fat waste of your time. So, with Eterna, she who becomes metamorphosis, transcend, and journey. Wow, we're seeing a huge transformation, and just goes along with everything else we have here on the table for you. I'll go ahead and read the official description of that card. I am skipping the first part, but that's because it's a description of the card, the physical description of the card, and we can see the card. So let's get the meaning, and it says, this card indicates that you are at a great moment of becoming the being you have been working on. All the effort is coming together to send you soaring up to the next plane. The good news and the bad news is there is always another level to achieve. Each settle great. Each settled state of existence creates new challenges. Know that you have safely lived on your current plane, and all you have learned by and failed in, and power clear will be brought with you on your journey. The cranes who rise from that mist show you the past as a source of strength for the future. Like the caterpillar who metamorphoses into a butterfly, it is time for you to try out your new wings. Yes, so again, you have a lot of new stuff coming in. It's going to be great for you. The right people are going to come in and see that you have that good stuff coming in. It's going to seem like out of nowhere, you may find your person, your divine partnership through this, who's going to help you bring everything up, and your life is just going to look very different and much more full of abundance. That resonated? Like and subscribe below. I'd love to see you in the Empress's Court, either here on YouTube or over on TikTok, and I will see you next time. Bye.